Hi, welcome to the tutorial Spring AI with Llama. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how can you build AI-enabled application using Java as a programming language, specifically the Spring Boot and the framework that we are going to use Spring AI. Generally, when you want to build AI-enabled application, you think Python is a default programming language, but that need not to be always true. You can use Java as a programming language and interact with the large language models. So in this journey, we are going to use Spring Boot and Spring AI to build AI-enabled applications. When I made this series, I want to make sure that you should be able to run the entire applications locally. You need not to have any API key. You need not to have any cloud build. Okay, you need not to pay to learn these concepts using either Cloud APIs or OpenAI APIs also. The when I designed this tutorial, I want to make sure you have a large language model running on your laptop, you have a Java running locally, and they can interact with each other, and you can build an application on top of it. So the total 11 series, the 11 modules that I created is adding complexity on one top of other. Not the 11 examples are not discrete. So so to explain the whole concepts, I have taken a simple project. In this simple project, what we are going to do is we are going to build a smart HR assistant for a fictional company. I have a TechCorp, a fictional company, and HR manager wants a smart HR assistant to be built so that it answers the employee questions. So it's a simple Spring Boot applications, which is going to talk to large language model and are going to answer queries to the employees. So chapter one starts with a simple question and answer. Then chapter six, the chat assistant is going to understand, remember the previous conversation as well. Then chapter seven, it, instead of giving a fictional answers, instead of giving an answers what it learned on internet, it is going to give answers uh, based on your employee documents or your organization policies. Uh, in chapter 11, it's not just generating the text. Okay, large language model is not generating the text, but it should be able to take actions as well. It is able to call the functions or take actions or call the tools. So a simple example to understand it is like not just answering the questions, it is going to call an API as well. A simple example is you ask a chatbot to apply a leave, it's going to call the organizational leave API and submit a leave on your behalf. We are going to learn all these. So, what is the tech stack we have chosen? It's a simple Spring Boot application. As I said, we have a Spring AI, Java 25, then Ollama is a framework which will help you to download the models from the internet and run them locally. Then we have a RAG system. When I go there, I'll explain you. We have a vector and graph-based data stores we are going to cover, and we are going to understand the embedding models as well. So let me give you the journey at glance. We'll start with a simple Spring AI, a simple chat application. Then we'll understand the core concepts around tokens, tokenization. Then we are going to learn about various LLMs. Okay, which large language model is best fit for my scenario. Then we will go with prompt engineering. Then we want to control the output of what the LLM generates in a structured format, chat memory, RAG. So these are all things we are going to cover in these chapters. So I purposefully made this series as a short videos, emphasizing more on the concept or problem. What are the problem we are trying to solve here? I'm not going to cover more in depth about code, APIs, or functions because nowadays the large language models are going to generate and code for you. The third important thing is we have to understand the architecture, how these things are going to interact with each other, what are the protocols involved in it. So my emphasis on this series or the series, those 11 chapters is more on understanding the problem, what we're trying to solve, and what is an architecture behind it. Yeah, it's showing less importance on the code because eventually the product documentations they are cover in depth about the code and syntax and stuff. What you need, all you need is Java 25, then you need to have a Maven, then Ollama and Docker to run vector store and graph stores. Those are the things which you need. Then this entire series, I'm was the source code is there in GitHub project. Uh, so let me walk you through the GitHub project. So there is a GitHub project where you can download whatever we covered in this tutorial. You can simply run each and independent chapters. If there is a code which which shows which has how do you download the model, run them, and so simple. So the it is organized as a if you go through the GitHub repo, you will understand how the code is organized. I'm going to cover them. The important thing what I feel is that it's after learning the concept, you have to practice it. So I made a quiz for each and every chapter. The once again the emphasis of this quiz is on problem and concepts and architecture, then the code syntax or API. So try to solve these quizzes, which will help you to memorize the concepts that you have learned. And if you want to learn in detail what is covered in each and every chapter, there is a website uh, which has this information as well. Yeah. So this entire merit is not mine. I learned from open source projects and specifically the Spring AI and the Llama projects. And the community, the credit goes to the community who built that and sharing with all of us. Okay, instead of wasting time, let's go ahead and dive into the chapter one. If you like my series, please subscribe to my channel. That helps this series to reach to the lot many people. Thank you very much.